Welcome back to the Splash Live, Greater West Bloomfield's live daily news and talk show. I'm Tyler Kieft alongside Diane Chabad. One of the favorite locations over the last several years since its original opening at its location at the Orchard Mall, a previous location at the Orchard Mall, has been West Bloomfield Parks Connect. Now, over the years, the COVID-19 pandemic, other issues arising, they had to close down that location and had spent a couple of years looking for a new location. They have that new location set. They're all ready to go, and some services already underway at the new West Bloomfield Parks Connect location on 14 Mile Road and Farmington in West Bloomfield Township. They have a great event coming up in just a little bit over a week. Wednesday, August 23rd from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., a ribbon cutting ceremony followed by an open house from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., open to the entire community. Joining us to talk about their new location, all the fun and events that happen through West Bloomfield Parks Connect all throughout the year is Kailyn McMahon, the Senior Services Manager with West Bloomfield Parks. Kailyn, thank you for being with us.
Hello, thank you so much for having me today. I'm so excited to be here to talk about Connect and our senior services through WB Parks.
Yeah, really exciting time for West Bloomfield Parks as you're reopening West Bloomfield Parks Connect in an actual physical location, its own solo location. Over the last year or so, nearly 2 years, those services have been restored at the West Bloomfield Parks Recreation Activity Center, which was a previous location for a lot of these senior services in the past. But there is a great need in our community to have a dedicated area, a senior center of sorts, for these different individuals to go for recreation, for socializing, for events and other services. So tell us about just how big of a step this really is to have a new location that you can set West Bloomfield Parks Connect and have those services under one roof.
Absolutely, it's a great big deal. We have a very vibrant community here in West Bloomfield. Our total population, 65,000 plus residents, and of those residents, about 23% of them are aged above 65. And of that whole population, 70% of them, or 15% of them are aged above 70. So we have quite a big population of seniors to serve. We started in about 2019 to open the Connect Senior Center in West Bloomfield and Orchard Lake Mall. We, of course, continued to program throughout the pandemic. We really rise to the occasion. We continue to do that. The spaces were few and far between. We lost an opportunity to go to a nearby school last summer, but we never put our heads down. We just kept looking for space and looking for a way to keep programming. We're happy to finally be opening our doors. Since our pilot programs have started at the end of May, the last day in May, we've seen over 1,500 seniors utilize our services at our new location. So we're very excited to open our door to the public and to the seniors who are ready to come socialize, have some fun, and find a new activity to engage in their wellness and well-being.
And Kailyn, this was something that prior to its original location at the Orchard Mall, this was something that had been in high demand from the community to West Bloomfield Parks, to the Township Board and other entities in the community for quite a long time. So not only opening Connect a few years ago at the Orchard Mall and having those programs continue to persist throughout the pandemic and other situations that did arise, it is a really big deal to have this back and ready in the community, and something that seniors have been clamoring for a long time in West Bloomfield.
Yes, absolutely. There's definitely a demand for vetted services for seniors. You can see that on our local level here in our township. You can see that in our county and Oakland County level, where they've been trying to enrich the lives of seniors as well, making specific funding available for senior centers to meet the needs of seniors. And then as far to say as the state level as well, you can see the state of Michigan rallying right now to support community centers and senior endeavors, which of course go hand in hand when you are working with a community full of seniors. So we're seeing, it's special to me as a senior services manager to see so many people finally becoming educated about how to engage seniors, why they're important. They're definitely a huge part of civic engagement and community engagement, and to keep them safe, healthy, and socialized is such a huge, important part of community, and we're happy to do that.
And so tell us about this new location. You're at 14 Mile Road in Farmington in West Bloomfield. That's in the complex where the Bush's Market had been. It's in the old Pet Value Store location in West Bloomfield in that complex. Why this location ultimately as the final place for Connect? What about this location was perfect for the programs you need, for the space that you need to have Connect Center be exactly what you want it to be?
Sure. Well, first of all, it was available. So this location has not been leased, I think, in almost 3 years. We had boots on the ground for a little over 2 years trying to find the right space with the right price point and the right amenities for our seniors. Of course, we have our long-term plans of building up a community center and expanding our location here at the RAC, but we needed to find something to meet the needs of our seniors in the interim. So this space really provided some square footage, some the least amount of remodeling and funding that you would need. It was pretty much ready to be moved into. And then in addition to that, we have some great community sponsors and neighbors in the plaza who just make it a desirable place, because based on our partnerships and the way that they interact with the community, we figured we would be great neighbors.
And in terms of the services that you provide there, how does having that space allow you to expand those services out even further? Because being in the RAC, there's only a limited amount of space. There's plenty of other work going on there. It is a central business office for West Bloomfield Park. You have the Nature Room there. You have outdoor spaces that are used by the park's naturalist and other events. So having a dedicated space, does that help expand the amount of programming you can provide, the variety of programming you can provide to seniors?
Absolutely, and not just for the seniors as well. For our community at large, we are seeing people are coming out now that this space is available and asking the question, can we do our blood drive there? Can we meet here for a diversity event? What can we do to maximize this space and community use? So while we are eager to program our holiday luncheons and our senior-centric program load and events, we're also very excited to be in the community where, in general, we have a space that we can all partner together and utilize. It's been a breeze working in this space compared to where we've been in the past year. We all have dedicated workspaces to work at as far as our staff goes, which is something that we might not have had a year ago. And we are excited that the seniors have a place where they can come and have a cup of coffee and really cultivate the connections that we ignite by just having the programs. For having a space that allows them to expand on those connections, we are just so thankful.
Yeah, and that's really what is arguably the most important part of having a space like this, is a dedicated location that is reliable and available throughout the majority of the week for these seniors to go out and socialize. We know that from the throes of the COVID-19 pandemic, that socialization, that loneliness, that isolation that so many of us had felt was really taking a heavy toll on seniors. So having this space available now, being back in this space, some that have returned to connect on a regular basis from the previous location, or we're just excited about having the space back. What's the response been like so far from the senior community toward parks?
It's been emotional. I try very hard to remain professional, but I am wrapped up in the loving arms of seniors all of the time. I think that we experience a unique situation in that we weren't only truncated by the pandemic, but the loss of our senior center following the pandemic. So right when we were on the cusp of getting out of it and getting back to socializing with each other, we lost that. And that we didn't have the space any longer. And so it really kind of put a pin in some of our plans and our efforts of socialization. But the excitement surrounding this opportunity right now, you can hear it roaring when you're in the building. The seniors they're excited. They have a safe space to land for a couple of years.
Joining us on the program is Kailyn McMahon, Senior Services Manager at West Bloomfield Parks. You can find more information on Connect, their senior center and senior facilities, through West Bloomfield Parks at wbparks.org. Their grand reopening open house going to be on August 23rd. The open house is 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. They'll have a ribbon cutting ceremony at 9:30 a.m. that same day to celebrate the grand reopening of West Bloomfield Parks at its brand new location. Kailyn, tell us about this open house event, how people can get involved, and what they can expect when they come out to see West Bloomfield Parks Connect on its grand reopening day on August 23rd.
Absolutely. I'm most excited about the open house event to get the seniors in this space. We will have over 15 tables showcasing all of our senior services programs and activities. And I shouldn't say all of them, it's just a taste of what we have to offer. We're very excited to have partners like the library or the township and our local Triple Area A coming to support us and to provide resources for seniors. In addition to that, if you're a senior and you're listening to this, you're going to want to stop by because there's many raffles and giveaways to be had. We have over $100 valued gift basket for just popping by. So if you come by and see all of the things that we have to showcase, you could be a big winner. Addition to that, we're raffling off several bus passes for free transit rides throughout the community. In addition to that, we are raffling off a free membership or free membership renewal. So there are lots of opportunities to get some perks if you come down, come between 11 and 2 and see all that we have to offer, have a little treat, and check out this new community space.
More information on Connect can be found at wbparks.org. Go over to their services and select Connect on their website for plenty of more information. And of course, join them at their open house Wednesday, August 23rd, 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. at West Bloomfield Parks Connect, their new location at 14 Mile and Farmington Road in the same complex as Bush's Market. It's at the old Pet Value Store location in West Bloomfield Township. And Kailyn, for those that may be watching or listening and have just heard of Connect, heard of this local senior center and activity center for the first time, tell us about some of the different activities and other services that are available through Connect on a day-to-day basis that seniors in our community can tap into.
Sure. We have lots of great programming. Our trips are #1 in demand in West Bloomfield Township and surrounding areas. As well as on the day-to-day, you could pop in and play some table tennis or ping pong. We have open game room where you can come in and just socialize with your friends, bring a game of your choice. We have mahjong, knitting, art classes, bingo, veterans groups, you name it, we are here to program it. We are trying our hardest to have something for everyone and to not have a reason to turn anyone away.
Well, we're excited to join you out there on the 23rd to celebrate the grand reopening of West Bloomfield Parks Connect, and hope that you also join us at home out there on that day as well. 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. at their new location, 14 Mile and Farmington Road in West Bloomfield Township. And as always, more information can be found on wbparks.org. Kailyn, thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks so much. Have a great one.
You as well. wbparks.org, the place to go for all the information on senior and other events and activities all throughout the West Bloomfield Township area all year long. 365 days a year, they have something going on in West Bloomfield Township.